Alright everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Lemax Graveyard Party. God, that was a terrible accent. Alright, let's get into it. So the Graveyard Party. It was released in 2019, however it didn't hit Michael's, at least here in California, until 2020. That's not uncommon. Sometimes when pieces are released, they start as Michael's exclusives and work their way to other stores. And then other times, like this case, they start in other stores and work their way to Michael's the following year. Either way, they kind of all make the same circle, but it's kind of year to year. Let's start with some dimensions. The house is a little over 8 inches by 11 by 10 3/4. It's made of a poly resin and the product type is Sight and Sounds. There is a lot to see here. So they were dead on with the sight and sound thing. I mean, the music is fantastic. I'll turn that on in a bit for you. But just take it in. Just look at this, all the dancing and the moving zombies coming up from behind the grave. I mean, it really feels like a party. And look at the disco ball hanging from the tree. What a genius idea. It really is. And you have the LEDs, here on the side shining up onto it. And when the lights are out around it, it really reflects. That mirror ball does a great job. As small as it is, it really does reflect quite a bit. Let's look at a little bit of the mausoleum rock work here. As you come around, you'll see the detail and all of that. All the gravestones, the characters. I mean, there was some real detail done in this house. And for the price, I mean, I expect some good detail, I'll be honest with you. It wasn't the cheapest house that they had for sure. Let's look at the price here. It was retailing for $159, at least here at our local Michael's. Use your coupons, people. Please, 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 if you got them, use them. It makes a difference. It really does. If you use a couple coupons throughout the season, kind of might open up room for one more purchase. And with the Lemax stuff, there's never enough, right? I mean, once you get into collecting, it just doesn't stop. But anyways, back to the piece here. It has a little sign on the front, which is cool. Even a smaller one right there. All the gravestones have something to see on them, some cool little sayings, things like that. Also note that the zombies in the front here have their own little LEDs, and at night that looks really cool. Also, one of the little highlights here is that the guy in the coffin right here sits up every so many seconds. I think that's just a really cool touch. He's, awakened from the dead, rising from the dead, right? I think it's a really cool touch. Other than that, let's talk about the soundtrack. Beautiful soundtrack. We're going to listen to that here in a moment when I hit the lights. But it really, once again, like some of the other houses this year, the soundtracks were awesome. Fit it really well. You mix that soundtrack with the look of the house, all the lights, the movements. It's a party for real. I mean, it really gets you in a party kind of mood. Also, I just want to take a quick note about the packaging. I don't have the box here in front of me, but I'll just let you know. It was really interesting what they did here to protect it, because shipping obviously is, makes everyone nervous when it comes to these kind of houses and things like that, because they are delicate, they're fragile, right? We want to take care of them. So they did something really neat. All the zombies on top here, the four of them that are like kind of moving in the circle, all of those are on magnets. Check this out. So they have little black covers, but there's a little magnet under there, and it goes on that little circle platform right there, and they move around. But the reason I bring that up is because they're removable, they have their own little slots in the packaging. So they really travel quite safely. And then ideally, when you're gonna pack this thing up for the season, if you can time it right where these bottom zombies here are inside, that makes it even better for storage. I mean, it was a really good idea, I think, to put them all in their own little compartments. Also, the mirror ball has a compartment as well. It comes with your standard 4.5 volt adapter. And it's really, this one is a super easy setup. It's really rewarding. This could be a centerpiece for any village, any kind of display, whether you're doing something in the carnival kind of thing or the Symphony of Screams, this would go really well with. You have an orchestra up there and then have these guys dancing. You could put it, near a monster ball or, I mean, really anything. There's a lot of options once again with this house, but all in all, once again, I'm going to highly recommend this house as well. The detail is great. I think it's, again, money well spent. I say that in a lot of my videos, but a lot of these houses really are money well spent. But use your coupons, people. Really, it makes a big difference. I mean, look right down to the gravestones, the little skulls. I mean, everything has something to see. The little ice chest there. There's a lot going on here. So anyways, beautiful, beautiful house. Love it. Recommend it. Let me go ahead and hit the lights. I'll turn up the music, and we'll see what kind of party this really is. Okay, so here we are. You can see already just out the gate how well that lighting works. It changes colors, it reflects off the mirror ball. It's really a colorful piece. I think it's fantastic. It adds to that mood of the party, you know, between all the characters moving on top, moving on the, you know, this bottom tier here, and then even around the edge with the, you know, the people coming out from behind the gravestone. All of that as a whole makes for a beautiful, beautiful piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the music. I thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.